Stock up the holiday season with horror slashers. What's inside the new horror pack? Getting a message from the producers? Producers said that was too much radio voice. Too much radio voice! Sorry. We'll pull that back a bit. By the way, if you are looking for tips and advice as to how to get that smooth-sounding voice, might I suggest that you drink salad dressing by the cup, and preferably Italian salad dressing. Moving on! The Horror Pack every single month delivers to you a selection of DVDs or Blu-rays, depending on your preference. And you don't get one, you don't get two. A good answer would have been 3, and that answer would have been wrong. You actually get yourself 4 horror titles every single month. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link down below in the video description, and we will go ahead and proceed right now with getting this opened up. Joined quickly is my colleague, the knifed blade known as Knifey McGee, and we're going to go ahead and get this opened up. Man, oh man, I would love to get into radio. Or voiceovers, or something along those lines. Maybe Lady Luck or something will be smiling down on me. That'll be one of those wishful dream jobs I would certainly love to have. Moving on! Let's go ahead and grab the first title. We're going to pull it out. We're going to discuss it, digest it. I don't even know what's going to be inside. Other people, of course, have done the horror pack for this month, and I choose not to look at those videos. I don't like to have spoilsies. And certainly if you don't like to have spoilsies either, so hopefully that this is the channel you guys are coming to check out unboxings like this. Such as, say for example, we've got Dolph Lundgren starring in Shark Lake. Dolph Lundgren, a man who's aged well, I would say, versus, say, the Slys, the Arnies, and dare I even say Van Dams. I think Dolph Lundgren has aged pretty good. On the back, a description will tell us that Dolph Lundgren starring in Rocky IV, the Expendables franchise, Universal Soldiers, and Masters of the Universe. I'm happy that they threw that in there. We also have Sarah Malakal. Is it Malakal? Malakal? Doesn't matter how many times you say it if you say it the exact same way. She was from Sharktopus, which I remember Sharktopus very well. Lance Nicholson, who was in Left Behind, the mechanic, and Treme. Is it Treme? Treme? T-R-E-M-E? I don't know. And Michael Aaron Milligan. He was from VHS Viral. All of that, we haven't even gotten to the read-up. Action legend Dolph Lundgren goes head-to-head with a bloodthirsty shark that has a resort town under siege. As bodies wash up on the lake's shore, and ex-con Lundgren must take matters into his own hands to protect his daughter and bury the past once and for all. I don't know if the past actually has anything to do with sharks. It would be funny if a shark had set him up, and then there's some tagline at the end of the movie, some little catchphrase where he says something back to the shark that set him up and sent him to prison. Reality, of course, in my world doesn't exist, so we can just come up with stuff like this. Maybe they were partners at one point. The shark sabotaged the plan, set him up, and sent Lundgren to prison. It's payback time. Moving along to the next title. What do we got inside? We have The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Surprisingly enough, a movie I've never seen. I may actually own a couple of copies of this, yet never have watched it. Apparently it's bizarre. It's got James Earl Jones and a whole lot of bees. It's just weird stuff going on. Should check that out though, finally. An ages-old evil returns for another round. Bizarre nightmares plague Regan McNeil, played by Linda Blair, 4 years after her possession and exorcism. Has the demon returned, and if so, can the combined faith and knowledge of a Vatican investigator, played by Richard Burton, which I believe he was with Elizabeth Taylor, and also starred in the movie Cleopatra, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably completely wrong by that. And a hypnotic research specialist, played by Louis Fletcher, free her from its grasp, employing production design and special effects that are so dizzily exhilarating. That's weird 2 words to be throwing together. And a supporting cast played by Max von Sydow, which I actually quite like him, Paul Heinrich, James Earl Jones, and a compelling distinction, director John Boorman draws us into a tangible experience of evil. We fly with the demon, feel the African landscape vibrate and get engulfed in a terror of swarming locusts. I guess it wasn't bees. As Exorcist 2, the heretic weaves its fascinating, frightful spell. Did you also know it includes an alternate opening sequence? You probably could if you read that right there. Could you also know, perhaps, as well, that the movie was released in 1977, and it run times for 117 minutes, which I don't think I actually did it with this one here. So talking about the shark setting up Dolph Lundgren, I completely forgot to mention how long the runtime is. Well, it's 2015, and the runtime, there you go, it's 92 minutes. Moving further down into the bag, we've also got Echoes of Fear. Never heard of it. Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray. The cover looks interesting enough. What does it say for the back? The scariest movie we've ever screened. That's bold. 80 minutes runtime, 2018 release. Alyssa inherits her grandfather's house following his sudden death from an apparent heart attack. She cannot keep the house, so she travels there to prepare it for sale. While she's packing away her grandfather's belongings, strange and unexplained events inside the house start to spook her, and she soon comes to the conclusion that she is not alone there. Even her pet mouse senses a presence. Something supernatural lurks in the house, and Alyssa begins to believe that her grandfather was trying to find something before he died. When her friend Steph arrives, they attempt to solve the mystery, and together, what they uncover forces them to confront the diabolical truth and that the evil that hides inside. That's a good read-up. That's a good read-up. Well done. Read-up on the back of the case. I'm going to definitely check that one out. And the last one inside here, we've got Thale. Thale. At least I think it's Thale. It looks like that's a T. That looks like that's an H. And I certainly know what an A, an L, and an E looks like. I'm going to guess that's Thale. It's a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. A truly unique and an amazing film. Mentioned by Ain't It Cool News. The back read-up says, 2 crime scene cleaners discover mythical-tailed female creature in a concealed cellar. She never utters a word, unable to tell her story, but the pieces of her puzzle soon come together. She's been held captive for decades for reasons soon to surface. Hailed by critics and film festivals around the world, Thale is an unearthed treasure that should not be missed. The release date on this is 2012, with a running time of 78 minutes. Never heard of it. Never. Have you heard of any of these treasured classics? Let me know down below in the comment section which ones you have watched, and let me know what you guys think of them. Just a quick run around back to the beginning, just to show you guys all the stuff that we got in this month's bag of Horror Pack. We got Dolph Lundgren, Shark Lake. I need a catchphrase somewhere in that movie. The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. One of these days, going to watch it. Echoes of Fear, the Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray. And Thale. That's not how I'm sure you pronounce it. Have you seen any of these films? Let me know down below in the comments section. Certainly also, if you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Too much radio voice. Producers are saying too much radio voice. They actually just have like a white card. Very badly scribbled down, by the way. It also says too much radio voice. I don't think so, but thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, members of the mob. Make sure as well you stay tuned to this channel. Keep these peeled. No, not 2 fingers. The eyes in the sockets of your face. Keep them peeled, because certainly there's going to be a whole lot of videos coming your way. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.